What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video we have our best beginner's guide for the brand new mobile game Bloodline Heroes of Lithas. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this video, it is greatly appreciated, my friends. This game has a ridiculous amount of content to it. We're gonna cover just a little tiny bit just to get your feet wet and get you started. All right, my friends, before we get any further, if you have not already downloaded the game, I have an affiliate link down below in the comment section. You can go ahead, download the game through my link. Also, you can go ahead and use the special QR code that we were supplied by the developers as well. When you first start playing this game, if you ever get stuck and you have no idea what to do, my #1 suggestion is to follow your tasks in the bottom left corner. You'll see this little task icon that says 47 for me right now. If we go ahead and we click that, you'll see it says development guide. So just completely follow this. It'll give you various tasks to just get you through the game. A lot of the features in this game are locked, and you will have to progress further and further throughout the campaign in order to unlock them, because there is a ridiculous amount of content, and it does this so you don't get overwhelmed. It kind of introduces you everything step by step. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to our champions, because this is a really cool feature that I just want to note, because a lot of beginners may completely miss out on this. So here we go, we got a bunch of our different champions. The way you level them up is with gold. But the cool thing about this is you don't actually lose your gold resource that you invest in a champion, because what you can do is it has this feature that allows you to reset the character. So let's say we have a character at level 40 and maybe we get a better character that we want to power up. You're gonna go to this little icon in the bottom right corner where it says reset. If you click reset, you'll go ahead and it'll show you that we will get completely refunded all of the gold that we invested in that champion. They'll go from whatever level they're currently at all the way back down to level 1. Now, resetting them will also remove all of the gear that you have on them as well. So also just keep that in mind. You will have to re-gear them as well. But this is really good early game because you want to invest in a lot of the beginning characters, and then once you get to like mid game or end game and you start getting those new characters, you start creating and making babies and having all these amazing traits on these other champions, then you're going to want to go ahead and you're going to want to invest in them as well. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is diamonds. What is the best way to spend your diamonds? As a beginner, the best way is going to be to go to these value packs and buy these gifts for your companions. I went ahead, I bought this Supreme Companion Pack. This will help you level up your companions, which then takes it a step further and allows you to make babies or offspring that will be higher rarity. So let's go over to our companions right here. I have 3 companions unlocked so far. You'll see right below them, they have star counts. This one has 1 star, 2 stars, and then in the middle one, I have a 3 star. When you make a baby with one of those, that baby will have that amount of stars and that rarity. The higher rarity champions will have not only more traits, but they will also have higher level traits as well. Now, in order to raise your rarity with that companion, you're going to give them gifts to increase the intimacy level. Every time you reach a new intimacy level, that rarity will increase. So you'll see right here, we are at common for this particular companion. And then if we take a look at another one, this one I have it at rare. Now let's take a look at the HEIRS system. These are where the babies will be put once you create some. So we have a bunch of babies over here. We got a bunch of different rarities to go over. So this one is a 3-star common. Now you'll notice in the bottom underneath where it says growth, depending on the stars, this will require more tasks in order to age them up. And then once they reach basically adulthood, they then are able to be transferred as a champion. So this is the main way to get new champions, is to just kind of create them by making babies and then making new traits for them. And I mean, the traits are endless. You can have any champion can have pretty much any different kind of trait, and you can mix and match them. And that's what's really cool about this game. You'll notice that the 1-star common that I have right here only requires 12 tasks, whereas some of the higher stars require more. The 3-star requires 75, and then the 2-star only requires 27. So let's go ahead and let's do this just so you can see it in action and know what I'm talking about. Side, you see where it says train, play, and study. These are the tasks that you need to do. You're basically training the babies, playing with them, and teaching them in order to age them up. And these are the tasks that you have to complete. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do some right here. We're gonna just train this girl up, and you'll notice that as you do this, they gain new traits. So you'll see right here, we just got a new trait for her. Strength is increased by 80. Now this is tied to this specific champion. You can have duplicate champions, but they can have very different traits, which is really cool about this game. So you'll see we have agile and athletic for this new champion. Now, while we're here, for beginners, the second best thing to do with your diamonds is to create more spaces so that way you can have more babies. I like to think of it as like baby carriages, right? When you first start the game off, you can only hold like 3 babies at a time. So you're gonna wanna go ahead and you're gonna wanna use some of your diamonds to unlock these slots you'll see right here. And that way you can have more babies aging up at time. But then it goes even further, because then you're going to get to a point where you can marry your champions. You can have a male champion marry a female champion. They can have offspring, and that offspring will take some of the traits from those parents. So you see how you can kind of create this insane amount of power based on the family tree. So they start off weak, right? But then once you kind of start getting champions to have specific traits you want, you can go ahead and mix and match them, marry them, have their babies. The babies from the parents will then have those special traits. You make these super powered up champions. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot to go over. I don't want to make this video too long, but there's just so much to cover in this game. Another thing that I just want to talk about real quick is ascension. Ascending is how you increase their star cap level. So you'll see that if we have one of these champions at 1 star, their maximum level they can reach is level 40. Now, once you get them to level 40, then they need to be ascended, and you need duplicates of that champion in order to ascend it. Once you ascend them, then they will gain 2 stars, and then their level cap will be increased. Now, this is where it's very important is the way this works is the champions, there's 2 different champions. You can have the male version or you can have the female version, and they're called different clans. See, we have stuff like the Lionstone, the Tide Storm clans, the factions, whatever you want to call it, but there's 2 versions. There's a male version and a female version, and they all have different traits. So the male version of that clan will not be the same as the female version. They are very, very different. Another tip that I want to mention for beginners, and this has to do with the battlefield when we're out ready to do battle. We're going to go ahead and we're going to place our characters in formation. Now, formation plays a huge role in this game. If you fail, try and change up your formation. It's very important to not put like your ranged damage dealers or any of your support characters up in the front. If we take a look at the formation, you'll see that we have kind of like 3 frontliners, and then there are 2 character slots for the back. You don't want to make the mistake of putting characters in the wrong spots. If you do happen to fail a stage in the campaign level, switch your formation around, and hey, you may beat it. I can't tell you how many times I was struggling, and just moving one character from one side to the other, I was able to beat the level. All right, another thing I want to talk about is how to kind of get more companions. You can start making a lot more babies and offsprings and heirs, whatever you want to call it, to really complete your family tree and really get the ball rolling. There's this thing called promotional rewards that you get. We're going to click on our avatar in the top left. See that Guardian promotion will give us a ton of different rewards. And this is where you can get some companions completely free. In fact, this is the way I got my 2 new companions, just from my promotional rewards. So if we look down at the bottom, it says how to level up. You need to increase your overall might. And you can do that by increasing your champion's power, your ranking rewards from arena, as well as your court companions as well. So really, it's very simple, but early game, the best way to really advance fast and get some new companions unlocked is just increasing your champion's power. The further you increase their power, the more might you'll have, and then you'll start to get those bonus rewards from that. And then while we are in this area, click on the little cog icon. This is where you access your settings, stuff like link account, switch account, enter your gift codes, promo codes, all that stuff is done in the system settings right here. Now, aside from creating babies and aging them up, another way to get champions, resources, and companions is through the exploration. Now, exploration, I like to think of it as like the gacha system of it. So you need these little exploration staminas, and all you do is you use them and you'll go around the map to different areas, and different things will happen. You'll talk to someone, you might recruit a new champion, you'll meet someone new, you might get a new companion. So you'll see we just got a new champion right here. If you do it by one, you'll have to do this whole story. But if you do it by 10 pulls, which I'm doing right now, you'll see it just kind of does like a gotcha pull of 10. And you'll see we got some really good characters. We got some 3-star commons already right off the bat, which is pretty good. We got a duplicate 3-star. We needed her, so we're doing pretty good on this. Resources, we got some food. This is for building up our city. I mean, this game is insane. Aside from building up your family tree and all these champions, you also have a whole city that you have to run and you have to build up. And this game has a lot to cover in it, too much to cover in one video. So if you want to see more videos, in-depth videos on each different thing, comment down below. But that is it for today, folks. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed the video. I will see you out on the battlefield. Stay happy, stay safe, my friends. New legends will be born. Peace.